Okay, so assuming that you already have your starter going, this is my process for making my sourdough bread. I just pulled this out of my refrigerator. It's been in there for a week. It's about 2 years old. I don't do anything to it. I make bread and stick it back into the refrigerator until I need it the next time. Get an empty jar, tear it out to 0 grams, and I'm going to need about 140 grams of starter to make a loaf of bread. So I'm going to put about 100 grams in here. You want equal parts of everything. So 100 grams of this starter, and then anything left is just discard. You can do all sorts of things with discard, but I'm not going to go into that right now. I'm trying to keep this simple. So I'm going to try and get this at about 100 grams. Stir it up a little bit. It's a little sticky. Okay, that's about 150, so we need to take some back out. So that's 104 grams of starter right there. I'm going to add 100 grams of water and 100 grams of flour. This is all Trump's flour. I'm going to add 100 grams of flour. Just a little more. And 100 grams of water. Now this is well water. It has no chlorine in it. I do filter it. But we're going to add, let me tear this out. We're going to add 100 grams of water. Mix it up a little bit. This is just a little bit thick, so I'm going to add just a hair more water to it. I've been doing this for a while, so I know what I like. There we go. You don't have to be ridiculous about it. Then I put a rubber band on it, on the line that it's at. I wait for it to double in size, and then it's ready to use. I put it up on top of my refrigerator or wherever you got a warm spot. If it stays a little warmer, it'll rise faster. And that's it until the next step. Okay, so now you can see our starter has doubled in size. So we're ready to go on to the next step. We need 113 grams of starter. 113 grams of starter. I don't know whether you can see that or not. It's nice and bubbly. We'll take 113 grams of starter in the bowl. Now I got a little too much. No big deal. Take a little out. $113 perfect. Then we're going to add 340 grams of water. We have to mix this up a little bit. It doesn't need to sit or anything, just stir it up good. Should be a little bubbly. Now we add 567 grams of flour. Gotta tear out my scale here. "20 grams of salt." I usually do 15 grams of salt. Now, this next part is completely optional. Right now, this is sourdough, all you need to do for sourdough. But I add some other things. I put flaxseed in it, a quarter cup. I find it has health benefits and it also keeps the bread softer. Makes it a little more like sandwich bread. I put a tablespoon of oregano. I know, oregano, it's weird, but you don't really taste it. This is a health thing. I put about a teaspoon of ginger in there. That helps it rise. You also don't taste the ginger. I also use just a little bit of cinnamon. I don't have much cinnamon left, so I'm just gonna put in what I got here. It's about a teaspoon, maybe half a teaspoon. Then I just stir it all up. Getting it all well mixed. Try to get that flaxseed off the side first so that it gets mixed into the flour. Now sometimes it'll be a little dry and your climate has a lot to do with it, so you might need to add a little bit of water. You just want to make sure at this point that it's kind of sticky and you get all the stuff off the side of the bowl. You don't want any flour hanging out down in there. You want to use all the flour and goodies that you put in there. I get it mostly mixed with this bread mixer, and then I go in by hand, but it's just a little bit dry. I think they call this shaggy, but it's a little too shaggy. I'm not real technical when it comes to this. I'm going to add just a hair more water. And then I'm just going to stir it up real good. Mix it up by hand to where it's pretty even. You just want to get all the stuff off the sides and pretty even moisture-wise through the flour. No clumpies. I'm going to leave this part real time so you can see how much I mix it. I don't really mix it a whole lot. I'm a firm believer in not overworking your dough. You don't need this or anything. At this point, it looks about like that. I'm going to cover it for 10 minutes and then I'm going to do my first fold. Got these handy dandy, I call them shower caps. They're actually made for this. It'll just set for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes, we come back and fold it. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Use a little timer. So we take this, looks like this. We're gonna fold it. My hands are wet on purpose. I don't know whether you can see that or not. Clean but wet. We take this, we pull the dough out, stretch it, fold it. I turn the bowl, I stretch it, fold it. Turn the bowl, stretch it. A little extra dough in here. Fold it. Let's do one more time. Stretch it. And fold it. Now, I'll cover it up, wait 30 minutes, and I'll repeat that process. And I'll do that between 3 and 5 times. I'd like to say I do it for consistency, which I do, but some of it has to do with time. So I'll see you on the next step. Okay. So the dough is set out overnight, and it's proofed. We're going to shape it, put it in this for a couple hours, and then it's going to go into the fridge. This is rice flour. I'm going to show you how to shape it here. Rice flour doesn't absorb moisture, so it doesn't affect the dough. This is pretty easy. Just take this. Just gonna work it out of there. It'll come out fairly easy. And we just want to make this into a small ball. So I pull on the outer edge, turn it, do the same. And I keep doing that until I have a nice ball. Just pull the outer edge underneath as you go. See, it's kind of bubbly. You can kind of pop the bubbles and push them down. Once you're happy with it, okay. Goes in the bowl. Put the cover on it. This will sit out on the counter for a couple hours, and then it goes in the refrigerator. When you're ready to bake, you pull out of the fridge, it goes right into the hot crock to cook. And that's it for that step. Okay, so here we are at our next step. I've got the oven preheated to 450. I've got my cast iron crock in the oven. I'm going to pull it out. I've got my dough in the refrigerator. I'm going to pull that out, and we're going to start baking this loaf that we made and we shaped this morning. Now, as I do this, you can leave that dough in the refrigerator. I for as long as you want, really. The longer you leave it, the tangier it gets. But you can wait to bake it for a day or two if you want to, or probably even longer. This is my dough. I had my wife put this in the refrigerator for me this morning after it set out for a couple hours. So I kind of missed a step to show you, but after I shaped it, it went in this pan, set out on the counter, and it re-proofed a little bit. And then it went in the refrigerator where it's been all day. I cook it directly from the refrigerator. So I cook it cold. I've got this handy thing here. I just put this loaf on that. Hopefully I get it to release. There we go. I score the loaf, which is putting about a 1/4 inch cut all the way across. I put a little bit of liquid, a little bit of water on the surface. I just wet my hand and rub it over the top. I put it in the preheated crock. Cover it. It goes in the oven and it bakes for 30 minutes covered and 15 minutes uncovered. So we'll stick it back in there. I'd show you the oven except for my oven light went off. It blew out, wouldn't you know it. So now we wait 30 minutes. Oven is at 450 degrees. And after that 30 minutes, we take the lid off, bake it for an additional 15 minutes. So now it's been baking for 30 minutes covered. We're going to take the lid off and bake it for the final 15 minutes. See if I can do this without burning myself. That's always a trick. Just 30 minutes. Stick it back in. $15 more minutes. And we'll have bread. Okay, so we're at our 15-minute mark. Pull this out. Everything's very hot. And we have a nice loaf of sourdough. Now this always seems a bit like magic to me because really all you need is water, flour, and salt. I know I put a few extra things in there, but for a long time I made it with just the water and flour and the salt. It's like magic. I can't wait to eat it. I hope this helped you.